I have developed an entry model which has a 90% win rate.
Hello and welcome to this video. I'm super excited because today we are going to turn an influencer strategy into a fully automatic trading robot. We're going to do this together and then we're going to see how it performs, because this guy, he claims he has a 90% win rate with his entry model, which is very suspicious but interesting. So now let's turn this into a trading bot step by step and see how it performs. So now let's have a look at this video with his strategy. Let's go.
I have developed an entry model which has a 90% win rate. It plays out every single day in the market, and I have people becoming profitable just off of this one play. So what you want to look for is either a bearish candle with no top wick at all, or a bullish candle with no bottom wick at all. And you want to find these candles within a trend. So either a bearish candle with no top wick in a bearish trend, or a bullish candle with no bottom wick in a bullish trend. After that, you mark that candle up, and then you wait for price to come down and tap that area. Once the candle have tapped that area, you simply enter a buy off of that area right there. Stop loss at break of structure and TP wherever the fuck you want it, honestly. And then you just watch the magic happen. And for the bearish example, you just wait for price to come up, tap that zone, and then you take a sell instead. Here you see price create a candle with no bottom wick. Then later it came down, tapped that area, and pushed like crazy. Another example right above is here. Price created a no bottom wick candle. Then price came down, tapped that bottom wick, and fucking pushed. I'm raw dogging the markets with this play. If you don't believe me, go fucking backtest it. It will blow your mind.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to code this now into a trading robot. We're going to do this in PineScript on TradingView. I would say we're going to start with an indicator, just an indicator that shows no wick candles, and then we can turn it into a strategy in the second step, but in the same video, so stay until the end. Now, to make this indicator, we first need to have a look at the chart. Where are no wick candles? Is this a no wick candle? It has tiny bottom wick, so maybe that's not one. Also, if we code this, we need some kind of threshold that candles that have an ultra small wick are still no wick candles, because if you say it has no wick at all, it means that the low of the candle is exactly the same price like the opening price, which is gonna be almost never the case. Now here we had a no wick candle, almost no wick, price didn't come back. Where do we actually have a decent setup? Here again, no wick, price didn't come back. Did I just miss all the setups or what? Are there not many setups? Same here, price didn't come back. Let's have a look at the 1 hour time frame and we see something. Here we have a no wick candle, price came back, reacted here. A stop loss would be here below, or stop loss at break of structure. Now for the target, he was not very precise. He didn't actually say where to put it. He said take profit wherever the fuck you want it. That's not enough. We need to know the exact conditions in order to code the strategy, but we can just use variables. For example, we're going to use a multiple of the SL, or SL multiplier means this would be 1R and we would target 1R, something like this, and we can test different risk reward ratios to see what works best. Whatever, let's just turn this into an indicator and then we can still see which setups work the best. We're going to use our own coding software. It's called RoboQuant AI. The link is down in the description as well. We also have a free plan. It's like ChatGPT, but it's just extra made to code strategies or trading bots. It is made for PineScript and MQL, because ChatGPT is super bad at coding, so we're going to use this. By the way, we have called it Dear Stir. It's a running gag, but also it means Dear Super Intelligent RoboDev. Now we're going to use it in this mode, TradingView, and thinking mode to get better responses. Now I've already made a new file. No, I'm just gonna type it here. Can you please create an indicator for TradingView that plots red triangle above bearish candles that have no top wick, and a green triangle below bullish candles that have no bottom wick. If the bottom wick of the bullish candle makes up less than X% of the total candle size, not the body size, then it is still considered a no wick candle. Same goes for the top wick of bearish candles. Yeah, this is my first prompt. Let's send it. All right, here is our code. Now I'm just gonna copy this. I go here to trading view, Pine editor, command. Usually you go to create new. Then you see this, just gonna command A, delete, command V to paste it. Now we might have some errors. Okay, we have no errors. Okay, we see now it shows these candles, but you already see something is off. So let's go through it. We have much more candles than I thought. In my opinion, this is a no wick candle. The wick is almost not visible. Of course, if we zoom in, we do see a small wick, but it is tiny. Same goes for this one. That's correct. Now, I would say this is a little bit too big, so we're just gonna lower the tolerance here to, let's say, 3%. Not quite there yet. Let's put it to 1%. Okay, we can still test this in the strategy. Okay, but you see it already works. Here we would have, that's like the perfect setup, no? This looks decent. Here is the entry. Nice. Here we also have one. Here's the entry, and the stop loss would be here. Close call, but would have worked. Same. This one, that's borderline because it's actually, it does have a wick. No wick, that's a loss. But I see some potential, yes. Here as well, no wick, makes a wick, pump. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna turn this into a very, very simple strategy. We're gonna keep it very basic, and we're gonna add more features and filters over time. I'm just gonna take this code, I'm gonna close this chat and start a new chat, pretending as if the previous conversation would have not existed. Hey, I have this indicator here. It plots bearish and bullish no wick candles. Now I want to turn this into a strategy. What do we need for a trading strategy? Most basic stuff. We need quantity, we need entry signal, quantity, exit signal. So if we have a bullish no wick candle, place a buy limit at the opening price of that bullish no wick candle. So here comes. I don't like stop losses based on structure, because sometimes structure doesn't have any kind of, how can I say, the volatility of the market changes. So what looks maybe with the current low volatility like a decent stop loss will be a useless stop loss once volatility spikes. And volatility, it goes up and down a lot during the day. So we need to adjust for the volatility. That's where the ATR comes in, because the average true range. Very boring indicator, but perfect to place the stop loss, which adjusts for volatility, because if you use fixed points, useless, and structure also. SL equals ATR multiplied by X. Later you're gonna understand what I mean. Add a user input for that. Cool. TP equals SL multiplied by X. Add a user input for this one as well. Command C. Risk 2 options, please. Number 1, fixed number of contracts. And 2, risk in USD per trade. That's already everything we need for the most basic version. And I already have some filters in mind. Just a second. Multiplied that we're gonna add later. It's gonna be step by step. Send it. Unfortunately, the camera ran out of battery, and I don't know exactly when this happened, so I just started here somewhere in the middle again. We just made strategy, and we have to improve some stuff. It looks correct, but we need to add some filters. It has to be more specific. Also, I want these lines to disappear, and I want nice position visualization, but step by step, not everything at once. So first, I would say let's add a trading session. I'm gonna say perfect. Now I'd like to add more rules and filters. Number 1, only trade if we are within the trading session. Exclamation mark. Please add session, let's put it this way, input dot session user inputs, let's put it this way, user inputs. Time zone is America, NY, New York. Cool. Now I want to add another rule. It's going to be optional. Optional rule: only take loans if price is above the EMA with length X, vice versa for shorts. Exclamation mark. Please add an input for the EMA length. Now, what else do we need? Minimum and maximum candle size. I would say so. Yeah, let's just do these two, and then we're gonna make the better position visualization. We're gonna do this after. Now, you have to understand, the more you add, the higher the chances it's not going to work anymore. So make sure you create a new script so you don't lose your previous working version. We're gonna add a new one, paste it, you know how it goes. And we have no errors. Very nice. Perfect. Now, before we even backtest it, I'm going to add, okay, you see this? That's something I was not aware of. We have so many entry signals here. We have one here, we have one here, we have one here and here. The question is, are we going to trade them all? Are we going to close this one? In this case, I would say the stop loss is way too big. So what happens if we put the ATR to something smaller? Why doesn't it take these trades? Maybe because we're not in the session. Actually, we are. It doesn't show anything. You know, the question is, why don't we have this trade here? Okay, let's add one more rule. Let's make it optional. So I just want to have, or to test this, that if we are already in a trade and we get another signal in the same direction, that it's allowed to take this trade as well. This could be messy, but especially with futures, because you just get an average price. Let's see, we can still test it then. Accept. Oh no, what did I do? I'm not sure if I deleted the wrong one. I made a mistake, I think. We go here. Now I deleted this as well, very good. Okay, now if we enable the setting, we should see a trade here. And we don't. That's very strange. No, it's not strange. It's simply because we are not in the session. You see, something is off. It should have taken this trade. It should have taken this trade. We're gonna make a screenshot and ask it. Maybe it's the EMA. No, that's actually not possible. Let's see. Obviously, the more settings you have, the more messy it's going to get. If we remove the EMA, we still don't get this position. We're going to use a smaller TP just to see what we get. Now we're more strict. Okay, you see, now we get this trade. We have here one, here one. Now it's more selective. So far, by the way, it is not profitable. But we can obviously make it profitable. We need to just play with the settings, right? Okay, well, it made a change that I didn't want, but if I ignore this now, it will always have it in the code. That's how AI works. Yeah, but seems to be working. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this position visualization to make it much more pretty. Let me show you. Why is it so zoomed in? That's one of the worst strategies I've tested, but it has a beautiful position visualization. Usually here, this one. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we're gonna copy this code. And we're gonna go here to the AI. We're gonna say it. Okay, perfect. Now, please add the exact same position visualization as I have used in this Spine script. Also, please remove the step lines. I never asked you to make step lines. That's simply this one. I hate step lines. That's strange. They're gone now. Why are they gone? They're just gone. Yeah, whatever. It just randomly removed them. Now it's gonna tell me I didn't see any step lines. Oof, look at this. Look how it performs on the 15 minute with these settings. That's only set a 47% win rate, but nice. we can make this much better. Let's go. Yeah, in TradingView, that strategy test is just acting up. It's just disappearing all the time. Look what happens if I go to deep back testing. It's over. Gone. We definitely need to save this. I'm gonna save it as a template. No wick YouTube. Remember symbol, remember interval. Always do this if you make something like this, because otherwise you're gonna lose it. TradingView is absolute pro in losing all your script if you don't save it. Now, what does the AI say? This is a bigger job, but I hope this works. This would make it much more pretty. It could also be an absolute mess, especially if we have so many different positions and entries. Command A, Command Delete, Command V, add to chart. Can you see this? That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to have these perfect position visualizations. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Kaboom. What's strange though is no, it is just perfect. Now what we can do is we can put this to 3%. We can go to style here, this one, we remove this. Now it's much more clean. So this is our no wick strategy, already profitable, fully automatic. Now that's maybe not the best, but it will still already outperform 90% of traders, because as you might know, 90% of traders are not profitable. So even a shitty strategy will outperform profitable trader. And I mean, with these position visualizations, it's so beautiful. Now we're gonna save this. I'm gonna put it to my favorites. Okay, now let's make this more profitable. What's the best that we can get? Unfortunately, I cannot use deep back testing. It acts up, it just stops. Ever since the AWS had their outage, I just cannot use the deep back testing mode anymore, so we just have to live with this. And you've seen how easy my prompts were. Okay, to make it more profitable, we use our brain, common sense, and patience. First of all, we're going to remove EMA filter. We are going to, oh my gosh, now I need to do 3 clicks instead of 1 click, or even 4 or 5 clicks. It gets more complicated every single time to test it. This is the raw strategy. We only have 1 entry. We don't use the EMA filter. We have the wick tolerance of 2%. We want to know how does every setting impact the performance. So we're going to put this to 1% and see how's the performance. If it's on 1%, we have 1.2 profit factor. If it's on 2, we have 1.4. If you put it on 3, we have, okay, 2% is optimal. That's how I do it. Very, very simple. Now ATR for the stop loss. If the ATR or if the stop loss is too small, we get a very low win rate. However, if we lower the stop loss, we get a higher chance of hitting the TP if the stop loss is not too small, if I explain this right. We don't want to lose winning setups, but we also don't want to miss TPs due to having gigantic stop losses. I would say that's a little bit too aggressive. We could probably use 1.2, not getting better, 1.5. Getting way less trades. Okay, got it. We take 1 or maybe 1.1. It's kind of risky. Okay, decent. Now, which is the best TP for this strategy? Also interesting to see that longs below the EMA work. I'm not a big fan of EMAs. Okay, now we're going to see what is the best trading session. We're going to put it here to 0 and we're going to put this to 23. It's going to be very bad. No trades. Why not? Oh, that's a logic problem. We're going to put this on 1. Yeah, that's not even possible. We have a logic problem here. We're going to put it to 22. Oh my gosh, now it's just acting up. We're going to put it back to 930. Yeah, we have an error here in the function. We need to fix this. Makes no sense. Okay, what is causing the issue? If I put this to 15, what happens? That's not what causes the issue. If you put this to 830, oh, it gets better and better. Let's put this to 6. Getting worse. We want to see where, by the way, there's a tool, but I'm not paying for it. That's why I don't have it. But we could basically just use this tool, TradeSage. I'm also going to put the link down in the description. Where we can run an optimization automatically. You know what? I'm just going to do it. It takes too much time otherwise. Yeah. Okay, subscribe. Okay, I need to take a note. I paid it with the wrong card. Okie dokie, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this. No, wake YouTube. Yes, we're gonna replace it. Okay, now I'm gonna open a new browser because Chrome is the worst for stuff like this. I'm gonna copy this. Chrome has a problem. Oh, I'm not logged into TradingView. How is it possible? 1 minute. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's the chart. Now we're gonna load the strategy again. And all of a sudden we have trades. Boom. Now we're gonna set up our backtest. Sign in. Reload. Reload. Okay, we're going to test this now on the 15-minute time frame. We are not going to, well, we can test the wick tolerance 1, 2, 3, and we're going to test 1% each step. ATR, I'm not going to change it. We're going to test 1 out of 2 with these steps. We're going to use for the TP, we're going to test 0.5R, 2R in these steps. We're going to use fixed contracts, just 1, EMA filter, true false, and we're gonna use 50. No, we're gonna use, oh no, let's just do 50, 100, 150. Allow multiple entries. We have too many steps. Let's just make it simple. We don't want to overfit, so it should be faster. True false, blah blah. Allow multiple entries, true false. And that's basically it. Now we have 2,592 steps and we're gonna run this, and now it runs this backtest. I'm gonna continue once this is finished, but we have already found something that is really profitable, so this step is not really necessary. I just wanted to show you this, maybe find an ultimate setting. But yeah, the basic version is already profitable. When you're, it's not 90%, never completely wrong, but it's very profitable. So now let's see how much more profitable we can get this. Now we still have strategy, we still see this profitable, we still know it is not, the win rate is never as high as this guy says. We also had this issue here that when we select the time this too late, it just breaks the strategy. So we don't want to that this keeps happening. We're just going to adjust the time because the time will have some influence. Again, oh no, okay. Now we're just gonna look, what is the best time? And then we have one more filter that we can add, and that's the most important one. And we're gonna add this right now. We're gonna take the code. We need to add a filter for after how many candles does the entry have to happen. And if it doesn't happen until then, it doesn't take the trade, because this will most likely massively influence the win rate. Now I need to find my strategy here. Okay, let me show you. That's what we're gonna add. So we still have the same code. Now we type, now please add another setting. If an order does not get filled within X number of candles after the no wick candle has been formed, we don't take the trade. Oh, no. He has the wrong context. Yeah, completely wrong context because I had the wrong file open. Yeah, it's very stupid. We're gonna... Is it working here? I found it. I actually found it, I think. Cool. Accept. Copy the code. I'm still on it. Okay. We're going to create a new script. Strategy. Command A, Command V. Add the chart. And then we're going to adjust the settings right now. You already know more or less what we're going to use. Put this to 3 style. No, this. Okay, ATR length makes sense. We have this on, let's put it 1.2, and the time here from 2 a.m. to 16. We don't use the EMA filter, we don't allow multiple entries, and we have a horrible performance. We're going to use a smaller profit target, and now all of a sudden it loads. That's great. I'm gonna put this to 2. Here we have the order expiration. So if we put this to 200, it will be like not even there. Now you see it shows we cannot go higher than a certain value, probably 100. It gets worse and worse. We're just gonna use it for a 1-to-1. Yeah, we have some kind of edge, but win rate is low. Now, how much does this value have to be for the performance to be better? Ooh, we already see it's going up a little bit. Not really. Getting worse. Getting worse. Here it's getting better. Getting worse again. Okay. We see it has to happen pretty quickly after candle has been formed. Directly, then we have a good trade. Cool. Now we're gonna adjust the time. We have a profit factor of 1.33. Win rate is 55. We want to have something higher. Oh, it's getting higher and higher. Low. Is this the highest or no? Yeah, I mean it's going up a little. Going down. Down. Okay, we know it has to be 15 or 1530. 15. Maybe 1430. Cool. Now we're going to change this time. Doesn't get better. Ooh, now it's getting better. We got it. We got it. Let's go. Now we're more selective. We have a higher profit factor. We have less trades, but we're more selective. And the equity curve looks decent. So that's basically what we made. Now that's the last part. And then it's finished. Now we have all these values here. We don't want to lose them. So I'm just going to take a picture here of these values, so I remember them. And now we're going to edit them directly into code. Sounds difficult, but it's very, very simple. Here are the default values. Wick tolerance, we have it on 2.0. Then ATR length, we already have this. Then now we need to ATR multiplier for SL. Of course we can make it better, but that's something decent. I want to store this as our new default. Multiplier is 1, RR is 1. Fixed contracts, then session, that's very important. We have 5 AM until 3 PM. Don't use the EMA, false. Allow pyramiding, no. Order expiration, I think that's after 3, so we get them fast trades. And that's basically it. Now we're gonna save this. Rename RoboQuant no way strategy 2, because I already made one time ago. That's simply because I forgot the comma. And finished. Now it just have to remove this here, that it doesn't show these triangles because they're super ugly. We don't need the EMA. I mean, this has to be done manually. We cannot select this in the settings. Now I want to try one more thing. Now I want to see how this value affects the performance. We clearly see performance goes down. So this is the best. Now we can also see if we can improve it with this. Gets worse. Performance goes down. Seems to be the best. Now the multiplier for the TP. I think we found the perfect setting. Yes sir, it's 1:1. Now we could also select here USD per trade. We need to select fairly high amounts because it would skip the trades if the stop loss is too big. Now fuck it, we're just gonna use fixed contracts, very easy. And like this we get a great performance, which doesn't get better. Now with the EMA. System broken. Oh, EMA makes it better. Boom. Yeah, so we can add this. So here's the final verdict. We have a 58% win rate, not 90%, but it actually turns out to be very, very profitable. We have enough trades. Now, as I said multiple times during this video or the previous ones, we cannot use the deep backtesting mode, which I usually would use, but just because TradingView is acting up since the AWS downtime or outage doesn't work anymore, so it just is what it is for now, but we did it. We turned this influencer's exact trading strategy into a trading bot. We have optimized it. We made it beautiful with these position visualizations, and we still have the flexibility to adjust it. I showed you how to optimize it, and that's basically it. So he exaggerated with his numbers, no doubt, but it is a great strategy which I would use. And I hope you learned something. I think this was a very interesting video. Who does this? Explains it in such a good way. So if you like this video, leave it a like, give me a comment, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any strategies that you want me to code and make videos like this, just write it down in the comments. Also, if you want to have access to this strategy, I'm gonna put this into our free walk. Link is down in the description. And if you want to be in a community with like-minded people that turn trading strategies into trading bots for prop firms or personal capital, whatever, algo traders, and also learn how to do this on all the platforms from MT5 and stuff like this, then I invite you to join the RoboQuant Academy. It's amazing, it's very cheap. And if you want to learn more about the skill, like with more complex strategies and stuff, and especially have access to all our source codes, these building blocks, the visualizations, we have tons of stuff also for FVGs, break of structure, liquidity grab. We have coded all of them. Then feel free to join the RoboQuant Academy. It's an amazing community with people that spend all day coding strategies into trading bots. It's amazing and it's very affordable. So if this is something that interests you, make sure to join. Links down in the description. That's basically it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.